Hi there. Welcome to Cardinal Craze. I'm your host, Alucard. Today on the show, we have Tj Quinn. TJ, how you doing down there in Florida?
Everything's going good. Just came out here have some good time with the family.
All right. Well, that's good. How's your family doing during this pandemic?
Everybody's good. Everybody's been staying safe.
Well, that's good. We're glad to hear that everyone's safe and everyone's doing all right. How's your training been affected since the pandemic?
As far as training, we just haven't been able to do stuff with the coaches. We've been doing meetings online with our coaches and going over the playbook, but we still meet up at certain locations just to work out with some of my other players.
Okay. Well, have you been able to see your friends lately, or has that been off the table since the pandemic?
I haven't. The only time I'm able to see friends is when we work out together.
Okay. Well, that's good that you're still able to see them at least to an extent. So today on the show, we're going to be talking about your recruitment, breaking that down, getting to know a little bit more about you. So you have been being recruited by Louisville pretty hard. Now you said that Coach Nicholson and Coach Brian Brown were actually recruiting you currently, correct?
Correct.
And you said there was one other coach on Louisville staff who was recruiting you as well, right?
Yes, sir. The safeties coach, Coach Brown as well.
Okay, safeties coach, Coach Brown as well. All right. What's your relationship like with all those coaches? Is there one in particular who you talk to all the time?
I talked to the safeties coach the most, Coach Brown, and that's who I had the best relationship with on the staff.
Okay. Now, what's your relationship like with Coach Brown?
My relationship is good. He just tells me all the time how versatile I am and how they like my versatility. How I can just come to their defense and do many different things.
Hmm. Now, before you got the Louisville offer, were you familiar with the program?
I was familiar with it to a certain point because my dad watched them all the time because he played there. So that's the only reason that I knew of Louisville before that.
So your dad did play at Louisville. What position was your dad?
He played safety and running back there.
Safety and running back. Okay, that's kind of shocking to me. I didn't realize your dad played there. All
Yeah.
right. What years did he play there? Do you know?
He was 91 to 94 or 5.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do some research on him later. Let him know that he may have a new fan.
Okay.
So let me ask you: do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a sister.
Okay. Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the
She's
oldest.
11.
Oh, okay. So you got to do the big brother role. Has it been difficult being home with your family through this pandemic?
It has been difficult. It's actually been good, just to spend more time with the family.
Hmm. Well, that's good that you're able to spend more time with your family and be able to do more things. So, do you think that you'll be able to play for your senior year this coming season?
I do. Down here in Georgia, we starting back practicing June 8th. So it looks like it's gonna be a season for us.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, do you think there will be an actual college football season coming up?
From what I've been hearing from different college coaches, they're saying that it's gonna be a season. Like I don't know, they don't know when, but they know it's going to be a season.
Okay. Well, one of the things I like to do on this show is I like to run through your recruitment process, and we're going to kind of analyze each offer that you've gotten from Power Five schools, and we would like you to give your perception on how you feel towards the school. Now that could be just an overall feeling from recruitment, from the coaches, from the relationship that you've built with the coaches and the different players there, possibly. So, are you ready for that? And what we're going to be doing is essentially you'll be giving a 1 through 10 answer. So you could say that one school was a 5 because you're feeling kind of okay about them, whereas a 10 would be ecstatic, you're ready to just commit right on the spot. All right, we're going to be using the 24/7 sports and seeing what your offers are. First one being Virginia Tech. How are you feeling towards them?
Virginia Tech, well, that was my first offer, so I like the relationship that they have there. They're a family program, so I like them a lot.
All right, what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say an 8.
An 8. All right. Well, that's pretty high up there right off the bat. All right. So next we move on to another ACC team, which is NC State. How you feeling towards them?
Well, I just been getting to know the coaching staff more as this process has been going. I talk to Coach DeForest and Coach Gibson all the time, and they just tell me how they see me as some of their former players that they coach at West Virginia.
Okay. So what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I give them a 7.
A 7. Ooh, step down. All right. Well, hopefully they can get back up there at some point. So, all right. So we move on next to Boston College. How you feeling towards Boston College?
Boston College, I like because I know Coach Hafley, their head coach, he came from Ohio State, and I just like how he's known for putting DBs in the league, and I believe that if that was my choice, that he could do the same with me.
All right. So what would you give them?
I give them a 7 as well.
A 7 as well. All right. So next up would be Cincinnati. How you feeling towards them?
Cincinnati is a good school. Um, that's about
That's about it.
yeah.
So what would you give them? Would you give them like kind of a 4, 3, or
I give them a 5.
a 5? Okay. All right. Give them being a little nice to them. That's always good. Good sportsmanship right there. All right. So we move on to Colorado. How you feeling towards Colorado?
I actually had a virtual visit yesterday with Colorado, just getting to know their program better and the coaching staff. And I like how Coach Maxey, he has NFL experience, and I just believe that if I went there, he'll be able to guide me to be able to get to that next level.
Okay. So what would you give Colorado?
I give them a 7.
A 7. Okay. All right. Getting back up there in the 7s. Next, we move on to Illinois. How you feeling towards them?
Illinois,
Yeah.
Illinois, I feel good towards them. One of the coaches I've been talking to, he knows the Valdosta area where I'm from. He knows that a lot because he actually coached at BSU. So Illinois, I feel good about them.
All right. So what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd say Illinois is a 6.
A 6. Okay. Well, that's a step up from Cincinnati. So, there you go. All right. So next we move on to Kentucky. How you feel about them?
I feel good about Kentucky. We have a former player from Lowndes. He goes to Kentucky. He plays running back. So I believe that they're a good program.
Okay. Well, what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I have to give them a 5.
All right. That's good news right off the bat. I'm guessing your dad's not a fan of Kentucky either, is he?
He doesn't have a problem with him. I mean, he probably did when he used to play there, but Louisville and Kentucky player, I already know who he's going for.
Yep. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Now, how you feeling towards Liberty?
Liberty is a good school. They was one of the earlier offers. I still in contact with their coaches. They showed me around, and I like everything about Liberty.
All right. So what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I give Liberty a 5.
A 5. All right. Being nice there with those 5s, aren't you?
Yeah, trying to.
Well, that's all right. I mean, this is all a perception of how you feel towards the school. So be as honest as you want. I don't know if any schools are going to get hurt besides Kentucky, but all right. So next we move on to Syracuse. How you feeling towards the Big Orange?
Syracuse is a good program. When I talked to the defensive coordinator, he said he likes everything about me. He believes that I can play linebacker or also play safety. So just being able to have that versatility is good, and just being able to do different things in their defense.
All right. So what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I give them a 6.
A 6. Okay. Well, that's a step up there from that 5. Okay. So now we move on to another. You got a lot of ACC teams. I'm noticing. We're kind of going down the ACC list.
Yeah.
Now we move on to Wake Forest. How you feeling towards them?
On Wake Forest, I feel good about them. When I talk to the defensive coordinator, he says I can play outside linebacker, safety, um hybrid, like a kind of hybrid spot. And
Hmm.
I like their academics as well. Like they're a good academic school, and just having a degree from there is different.
Okay. So what would you give them on a scale of 1 to 10?
I give Wake Forest a 6.
6? Okay. All right. Now we move on to Washington State. How you feeling towards them?
I haven't. When I talked to safeties coach, we had a long talk just about everything and how recruitment's been going. And they know it's a long way from home from where I'm at, so they were just really trying to say that they had that family environment up there. But after the offer, I haven't really been in too much contact with them.
Okay. Where would you put them, in your opinion?
I would probably say that they're a 5.
Okay. Well, that's all right. All right. So we move on to West Virginia. How you feeling towards them?
I feel good about West Virginia. They when I talked to Coach Vic, he said they need fast linebackers in their defense, and he believes I can do that. And he just believes that when I come there, I have a great chance of having an impact on the team.
Okay. So what do you think you'd give West Virginia?
I would give West Virginia a 7.
A 7. Okay. All right. So we move on to Appalachian State. How you feeling towards App State?
App State is a good program. I know they're one of the top teams in the Sun Belt, so I know at App State I have a good chance of playing early.
All right. So what do you think you would give them?
I give App State a 6.
A 6. Okay. Well, that's been nice. All right. So last but not least, we follow up with Louisville. How you feeling towards Louisville?
I feel good about Louisville. I just know just having that opportunity to keep the legacy going with my dad playing there is good. And then coach, he wants me to play free safety, and I believe that I fit that role well. And just talking to them every day, I talk to Coach Nick and the safeties coach, Coach Brown, at least 2 to 3 times a week. So the relationship with Louisville is good.
So what would you give Louisville on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give Louisville an 8.
An 8. Okay. So what could Louisville do to be able to get into that 10 spot?
Louisville is just getting to know the coaching staff more, more about them. As just a fit for me. I've went on a virtual visit with them, so I've seen the campus and I've seen everything. But it's just getting to know the coaching staff.
Okay. All right. So you just want to build a relationship with the coaching staff and get to know them better. And so at what point do you think you will be dropping your top 5 schools?
I believe that I most likely won't. I just end up committing whenever I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. All right. So next we move on to getting to know you a little bit more. So you mentioned me off camera that you were currently watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Would you say that's one of your favorite Netflix shows? And if not, what is your favorite Netflix show?
I would say it is. I just started back getting to Netflix just during this virus. Just just been watching Netflix a lot because it's nothing really else to do other than work out. That's what I've been doing a lot.
Well, that's understandable. What would you say? And you actually mentioned that your favorite character off screen was Toph, correct?
User,
All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad to know that there's a fellow Toph fan out there as well.
user.
Do you have anything that you want to tell the fans that maybe the fans don't know a whole lot about you?
Um, to the fans that football wasn't always my sport. Like I used to grow up thinking I was gonna be a basketball player. Like until I just figured out it was probably my ninth grade year coming to high school, and then I realized, gotta be 6'4", 6'5" if you gonna go to the league. And probably my going to my 10th grade year, I just realized that I could actually do something like with football, and I just turned some of my dreams into reality.
Well, we're glad that you turned your dreams into reality, or else, you might be, going for a basketball scholar, or you may have a bunch of basketball scholarships. You never know. How tall do you stand at currently?
6'2".
6'2". Okay. Now, one of the things that Card fans may not be very familiar with is Coach Nicholson. Is there anything specific you can say about Coach Nicholson?
Coach Nick, I like him a lot. Like, his personality, like he's funny. Like, he's very outgoing as a person. But I know, like when it comes down to coaching, he's gonna get you right. Like he wants you to be the best that you can be. So that's how I feel about Coach Nick.
Now, how about Coach Brown? Is there anything you can say about him?
Oh, Coach Brown, he wants the best out of his players, and like him knowing you as a player, he knows how to coach you. Like he knows how you gonna respond to certain stuff. So just knowing that as a coach, and you can't coach every player the same because everybody's not the same. I just like that about him.
Well, that's good to know. And one of the things we like to do on this show is we like to appease the console gods. So we want to know, are you a PlayStation player or an Xbox player?
I'm on the PlayStation.
PlayStation, all right. You not about the Xbox life?
No, it's straight PlayStation.
What's your favorite game on PlayStation?
2K.
2K. Okay. Do you like playing any Madden, or or do you not want to be overwhelmed with too much football?
Oh, I play 2K, Madden, GTA, all of them. That's just a game I play most often.
Okay. Well, TJ, we really appreciate you coming out on the show and telling us how you're feeling towards your recruitment process, your likes and dislikes, and getting to know you a little bit more. We hope to see you back here on Cardinal Craze. All right. Well, for the most part,
Yes, sir. Thanks.
no problem. For the most part, go Cards.
Yes, sir.